Hey guys, Fox here, gonna bring you another 1 versus 1. This is against Adrian, also known as the Real Rocky, and starting north playing as a Vermont player, and down here south we have Disturbed Youth playing as the Americans. So this is a vanilla matchup. This is gonna be on the new patch that just came out yesterday. It's 2.7, and that is the final beta patch. So it is as balanced as can be, hopefully. From what I'm hearing, from what I'm seeing, we'll also see in this game. I'm going to get this game started right away. I'm starting at the 6-second mark. So if you downloaded the MP3 file, set your game at the 6 seconds. It's just a little oopsie I did, and I did not feel like reloading the game at all. And I'm going to get this game started. Remember, from the 6-second mark, starting in 3, 2, 1, play. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and you probably already realized this isn't a map I've seen before. No, because it is not. It is called Egleton. I hope I'm saying that right. It is based on I believe, French town. This map has actually been out for a while. It just has never been put into the Relic map pool. There was a contest on Game Replays for who can make the best map. This was selected as the winner, and it was about a year ago, and we sent it over to Relic to see if they would add it to the map pool, and I guess it took them a whole entire year. I guess better late than never. But you can see here on the left side it is very urban. I mean, you got a huge church here. It's a nice spot. I mean, this looks like a real nice city in real life, actually. And just like Disturbed Youth said, the teal is nice, and it is nice. Very urban, and buildings over here, and then you go over to the right side, and it's very open. You know, it reminds me a little bit more of Angeville. And all the way on the right side, you do have these trenches here that do provide green cover. I'm gonna look at these. I haven't looked at these points yet. And it looks like a plus 16 fuel over here, plus 10 fuel all the way on the left side. So the high plus, there's also 2 plus 16 fuel points on both sides of the each other's base. And here we have a Jeep, great Jeep micro there, opening with the Jeep and setting up an MG in the open out here is definitely not a good idea. Look how easily it's getting flanked by Disturbed Youth. I mean, I don't see any support. Well, we do have Pioneer Squad over here, but it is deciding to cap. The MG is just tiring itself out, unsetting, setting up, and the Jeep is just going in circles. I'm honestly kind of curious why he doesn't retreat that MG. I don't know if he's just trying to keep him there as long as possible and bring in some reinforcements. And this looks like we have Volksgrenadiers on the field. So, just trying to keep that Jeep there, what it looks like. It's getting a lot of damage onto it. The Jeep's going to have to get out of there, so it did not force a retreat. It did a little bit of damage, but did not kill anybody. So he can keep his MG there, and that is not wasted time. There is a rifle squad out for Disturbed Youth, our American player, just capping that manpower point. Looking for any cutoff points here, and it looks like we do have a cutoff point. If you can see right here in the north, for the Vermont player, he can cut him off from the left side of the map actually, and it looks to be the same for Disturbed Youth. If you can cap these strategic points right here, you see that Volksgrenadier squad capping the strategic point, and that does cut him off from the right side of the map with these 2 plus 10 munitions and the plus 5 fuel as the exception. The left strategic point doesn't seem to do that. Just gonna double check here. So no, it doesn't look like it does that. It looks like, so it reminds you a bit of Angeville pretty much, just like an Angeville layout. Not exactly, but you know what I mean. I mean, you know Angeville, these where the cutoff points are set up as. And this Jeep, once again, gonna be annoying here. Gonna have to force these Pioneers out here. Can he get the cap off in time? No, he actually starts firing the Jeep, so that's not gonna be capped. Perhaps it's a little bit of a premature right click on the Jeep. I do that a few times too as well. And this MG is actually set up out of position, so this Jeep will once again flank it. Its old nemesis is here to rain fire onto that MG, actually killing a guy this time. So that damage from earlier is now starting to pay off, and may get one more kill, and he does. Needs to retreat that MG soon. I believe he's just trying to keep the MG there as long as possible to prevent any attacks from the front, but Disturbed Youth is smart and manages to get a flank. Loses the MG actually, and may lose the Jeep, so a bit of a trade-off there. I think the MG was actually a bigger loss because it is just such a big part of the army here. And the Volksgrenadier squad is going to get torn up a little bit. However, the Riflemen will not win this fight at all as they are heavily outnumbered, especially with the flamethrower upgrade just popping out for the DarealRocky. So he will win that fight easily. We have our second or third rifle squad popping out. Yes, third rifle squad popping out. And it looks like Rocky has most of the map. He's just taking the entire right side, going for a straight push, not even bother to go for the plus 60 munitions just yet. This strategic point actually next to the munitions point can cut him off from that. They can cut each other off from that. And we have another engagement here on the bottom left between two Volksgrenadier squads, one in the building and the rifle squad. Gonna do a little micro. Gotta hide behind this building so they only take fire from the squad in that building. And that's a great move. Oh man, this Volksgrenadier squad has to get out of here. Engineers coming in with the flamethrowers. Gonna burn you alive. They do take extra damage while they're in the building, but they'll take lots of damage anyway when you're right next to them. So he does retreat that squad. We have the MG coming out here to set up. Not going to do much against that squad in the building. He could actually flank with that rifle squad if he really wants to, and he does. He's getting out of the building now. Rocky realizes that, going to focus fire the flanking rifle squad, which he needs to absolutely do right now. The Pioneer squad should mop this up very easily, and the MG should be free to go into that building if he so pleases to, but it does not look like he's going to do that. He may cap? No, he's actually going to, let's see, going into the building. The door does open, so he decides to go into that building. And this engineer squad idle, not doing anything, not even capping this neutral VP point. This probably may get suppressed, but he does go into the church, so he should be safe in there. That church will provide him some extra sight. And keep an eye on that MG, so he knows the positioning of that. Are there any buildings nearby? He may be able to go into this little building to the left, have the MG fire on that, and do the initial flanking, but we'll have to see what he does later on in the game. He really needs to start capping something here. He doesn't have his see this cutoff point is actually cut him off from the left side of the map, and that's unfortunate because he doesn't really have that much map control to begin with, and he's actually pinned kind of a soft contain on the left side because that MG was able to take that building and suppressing everything that comes out here. Unfortunate grenade, not going to kill too much, kills one guy. However, this squad is very low on health. Rocky right now is doing a great job here. Oh no, MG comes out of there, getting flanked by all three of these squads right in the middle of all three of those squads and has to retreat. However, second MG setting up, going to pin this engineer squad, which he desperately needs to do because they are the damage dealers in this game. However, he gets out of the arc of fire and will be able to flank that MG if he decides to focus fire anytime here. Come on, there he goes. Starts to, oh my goodness. I believe he hit a mine. That is unfortunate. Now, I see the Jeep debris, and then the mine went off next to the Jeep debris. So I wonder if that mine was being set up and I didn't realize it to try and take out that Jeep earlier in the game, but I guess it just paid off later. I'm not 100% sure on that. If you guys know, let me know, because I do miss quite a few things when I cast games. And I'm trying my best here. So, let's see. Going back to the game, I'm going to check the teching here. Looks like the two Volksgrenadier squads and a Pioneer with the flamethrower upgrade and an MG. So, nothing too serious just yet in this game. Gonna look here in the south, not much from our American player. Just building another engineer squad to replace those dead ones. Don't tell that engineer squad what happened to the earlier one. You don't want to do that. Let's see if he gets that upgrade. Probably not, as he has 18 munitions right now, and he's building supply yard. Going up here in the north, squads are coming out for Rocky now. MG is being set up. You don't want to set up on that engineer squad. You want to set up for the initial units that are coming up if you're a new player. Just a little tip there, and you can see he is suppressing the MG squad. Should take care of this. Oh my goodness, this rifle squad's getting burnt alive. I can't even select it. All the guys are running around on fire. Barely gets away with one guy. We have a rifle squad coming here for the flank. Good rifle spread there. Always want to spread out your rifle squads for flanking. If one gets suppressed, then you should be good to go with your other rifle squads. However, Rocky, being the player he is, does set up his MGs. Has two MGs, one covering the front and the other one adjusting to that flanking rifle squad, and he will have to retreat out of there. Another rifle squad coming here from the left side, may be able to take this building. Are there any Pioneer squads to burn that if he Does that? No, there is not. So he can take that and be a little bit of a nuisance. I don't think that's going to turn the game around, but it's going to be annoying. And we see for the fatherland, I believe that is for the fatherland, to do extra damage and whatnot for our Wehrmacht player, and he is just going to brute force this building right here with his MG fire and Volksgrenadiers. I don't see any reinforcements. Well, there are 2 squads coming out. However, is it enough, or can they be there in time? This rifle squad needs to get out of there now. If they get out of there later on, they're going to get shot up and killed. Actually, it's already too late and loses a squad. Disturbed Youth not too happy about that. And here, these 2 reinforcing squads that are trying to save that rifle squad also have to retreat and get a checked map control. Again, Disturbed Youth has been in the... Rocky doesn't like this map, actually. The strategic points, I'm not sure yet. I have to play on it. Tell me what you guys think about this map, too. I just want to hear your opinions, as it is a new map, and you get kind of sick of Angeville, Langres, and Simois, which are very good maps, but after a while, playing it for how many years since release, it starts to get old after a while. So we have Disturbed Youth reinforcing, does have the Triad Center up. That's all he can really do. Doesn't have too many resources that will heal his squads when they are when they retreat. Go there, reinforce, or while you're fighting, they will heal anyway. So that's a great spot for your Triad Center. Always want to place it near HQ. And we can see a rifleman sneaking off here to the left side. It will avoid this MG out of the range of that. And we have these rifle squads and an engineer squad. They are together, however, only one suppresses 1 squad here. We have a medic up for the Rocky. So he did go the defensive doctrine. Probably going to see medic bunker out of that, and he will be able to reinforce from that once he gets the... What the hell? That was an unfortunate grenade. It looked like it hit the tree stump and didn't even get near these Volksgrenadier squads. So that sucks. That's something you see in a first-person shooter, not an RTS, but... Oh well, and here we go. Ooh, we have a Puma already out for Rocky. That was quick. Didn't realize he went for tier 3 already. So that Puma's gonna be very annoying. I don't think Disturbed Youth has a counter for that. He is flanking though, almost getting an MG squad. Will probably not get that. That's unfortunate, but he does force a retreat, so there's not going to be any suppression here. The squads are very low on health. The only MG is over here, which is dealing with the fighting on the right side. However, he doesn't win that fight. There's a Puma. He does see the Puma, so really, gonna check the teching just real quick. Yeah, he's gonna have to get stickies real quick, and you can see no ammo, no fuel. It's been cut off for so long, it's starting to hurt him in the late game. He's got 71 fuel and 27 munitions, plus 10 income for both. This fight does not look like a fight he can win, as rifle squads are, oh man, hitting the mine too on the retreating path, and he can't really, well, I guess he can close in because the Pioneer squad is so low on health. Throws a grenade that forces him to retreat, and actually doing quite a bit of damage there. There was a mine laid right there too, so that should help him out as well. And I do hear this Puma harassing in the base. He doesn't have a counter for it, hiding his riflemen behind the headquarters. Not much he can do right now. He's floating 400 manpower. Let's see, 3 CPs. I wish I can look at the doctrines, you know, may if you can get like an airborne or ranger squad or something like that, kind of like an emergency tech. However, he is getting mortar pool in his base at the moment, and you can see this MG just in range of that Volksgrenadier squad. No, well, not anymore. It is firing on them. It says it's out of range, but what can you do? You know, they do take extra damage while building barbed wire, and he will have to retreat out of there. Disturbed Youth already GG. Come on, man. I didn't download this game to cast a 15-minute game. However, I did want to see this game. I wasn't 100% sure how good it was. I just checked the players' levels, and I thought it would be good. But we'll see how it turns out. There's still quite a bit of time on this replay. And we do have a T-17 armored car coming up for Disturbed Youth. I'm not sure how that does against the Puma, actually. Tales of Valor is tearing up my knowledge. It's making me sound really dumb. Like, Panzerleute does blob those units, and that's definitely not a good idea. Disturbed Youth does admit that, and because you don't want to blob, and you just saw that. All your units do get suppressed, and then gonna have to retreat. So let's see, this is the right thing to do right here. Spread your rifle squads out, one going to the right, one going to the left. One squad gets suppressed, the other squad flanks and takes care of them. Very basic there. And we have an engineer squad trying to flank. However, there's 2 guys protecting the MG, and they do just enough damage for the fatherland to take care of that low health rifle squad, and we have the T-17 armored car coming out. And let's see what it does against this Puma. If he didn't switch out his units, you do switch out the T-17 armored car with the M8 car, and if you had the M8, that counters the Puma pretty well. However, let's see the damage it does here. There's a stug out for Rocky, so this is looking very one-sided, and Disturbedyouth looks kind of doomed from this point. I mean, the VPs are 408 to 429, but if you look at the map, if you're looking from Disturbedyouth view, it's purely red. He doesn't have any stickies. He's getting an AT gun right now, but AT gun, how hard is that to micro around, especially when they're in their base? You know, the stug is right here, it is destroying your barracks. All his units are stuck in his base. MG is firing on the stug for what purpose? There is no purpose. May try to, no, can't even lay down mines or anything. 7 munitions, 2 stugs are out on the field. There is a Puma. Really, I don't see Disturbedyouth coming back from this game at all. The AT gun is now out on the field, so it will push these stugs back at least. But I mean, you could do the same thing you do with riflemen. You know, just the AT can only shoot at one tank, so their tank comes around. Even this Puma can come in and happily kill it. MG he's pretty much pinned him in his base, if you haven't realized yet. And the T-17 armored cars too low on health to come out of the base. The barracks is about to go down, and it does go down. So he needs a miracle, really. He needs his British allies to come in here and start helping him out or something. The AT gun will kill that Puma, but I don't think Rocky cares too much at this point. I mean, let's check his tech here. He's getting the Campcraft Center, which does allow you to buy veterancy. Probably buy it for his tanks. He's building something else from his Sturm Armory. I'm only assuming it could be a Nebel just to add more insult to injury, and start killing his squads that are sitting in his base and whatnot. Can't even kill that T-17 armored. Well, it is back up to full health now. MG still set up in the same spot, still blobbing his rifle squad. Stop doing that. It bugs me, and I don't think the MG has moved, so you should know the MG is there. Usually players will move their MGs around just to confuse the US player after every fight, but he's been keeping his MG there, so you should know where it's at and be able to flank it at least. But at this point, you know, you start to get greedy, you start to get a little more aggressive and frustrated, and you don't think about those things later in the game. In situations like this where you lose the entire map very early in the game, Rocky contained him pretty quick, and it's been kind of a one-sided fight. I don't know if it's the map or, you know, just an unlucky game, bad day, skill level, or whatnot. I haven't played this map, and there's still a lot more analyzation to do on excuse me. And here come the three tanks. We have 2 AT guns out on the field. And so you got one stug flanking this one here, one stug taking the fire. We got a Puma coming in. He does kill the T-17 armored car, should definitely take out the AT gun, and then the other AT gun is adjusting. However, they better fire quick because there are 2 vehicles here that are desperately want to flank him here. Puma can actually come in here. Does not kill this AT gun, I'm surprised. And he actually holds off his tanks. Isn't that something? I guess he just needs a little more infantry to counter these AT guns. He does have a Volksgrenadier squad that may come over here from the left side and start taking out this AT gun right there. This Puma can just mop up the rifle squads. It's actually hiding like right behind these 2 AT guns. And if you turn the AT guns, the stugs will come at you from the front. If you don't, the Puma will kill you in the back. It's kind of a you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't situation. So this replay is probably going to be almost over. I mean, there's no spoiler. Just looking at the replay bar and the way this game has been going on for the last 10 minutes here. T-17 armored car going to expire at the Puma. There's still 2 stugs back here. One getting repaired, another one about 1/4 of its health loss, a little less than that. And they do have double veterancy now on the tanks. No tier 4 from him. Just gonna stick the stugs and finish this out. And Rocky says he does need to build a flak if you want to. I mean, it'll be fun. I never get that high into flaks, but flaks, don't know what they are. They can shoot really far range, take out T-17 armored cars, any type of vehicle very well, and maybe able to snipe these AT guns. But Disturbedyouth says he's too good for him. I guess so. I mean, Rocky always plays against Tommy. He's way up there, along with like players like Seb and whatnot. And I think Rocky doesn't like this map from the comments I read. He thinks it's one-sided. That's his opinion. And like I said, I want to hear your guys' opinions on this map if you played it, or just from what you can see right here. I mean, you got a lot of open space over here. This building helps suppresses this entire left side of the area. The US player can come here on the left side, which you can realize Rocky has placed a lot of barbed wire here to prevent him from doing that, and even a mine there if he gets through it. And look at this weird fight of tanks. This rifle squad is stuck. It's like dancing, running themselves into the tank right there. So a little suicidal rifleman that can't take this fight anymore, just wants to end it. And yeah, he does realize that the pathing is kind of screwed up right there. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Kind of waiting for this game to come over to end. Disturbedyouth doesn't have any more units. It's building a half track. And steals the AT gun. Takes out the supply yard. So tier 3 now for his studs. And the half track's gonna get taken out the moment it comes out of there. Runs in the tribe center. Explosion looks cool at least. Yeah. So let's look at the map again here. So we got the church right there. We got buildings. It is urban on the left side. I guess the same case with this building here. If you place an MG there, it can cover a decent amount of space over here. I'd assume if you're the Americans, I don't play Americans too much, you'd want to fight on the right side just because of all the space to flank. However, alleyways can also negate the arc of fire for MGs. It doesn't look like it is too urban to do that like Ruins of Raun. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. This wasn't exactly an well, the sound is still going off for the MGs even though the replay ended. But this game seemed to be more like a analyzation for this new map. It is a beta, so hope you guys enjoy that and got what you can out of this game anyway. So see you guys next time.